Hey there, sorry for not uploading for like what, 15 years, but hey, better late than never. It's like story of my life. Tonight, I'm here, I'm watching YouTube videos, and I was thinking, you know what, I should film something for my third channel because I really, really like this channel. And I was thinking maybe I could let the subscribers know that I'm gonna start uploading really, really frequently on this channel, and I'm thinking of like playing a lot of games. I might even go live if that's something you think would be really, really fun to do. So some of the games that I'm thinking of playing, of course, all of the Heroes of Might and Magic. I'm considering even kind of recording footage of good old games. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I was also thinking, hey, why don't we look at the Wikipedia list of games? I'm going to start with PlayStation, but honestly, I'm going to look for Amiga games. I'm going to look for old, I don't know, Mega Drive, Genesis, Super Nintendo, NES. We're going to play everything on this channel. I'm going to take you back. So what have we got here? Let's see if I can recognize any of these PlayStation 1 games here. So let's see. Oh, do you remember Tenchu? Tenchu, the ninja one, stealth assassins and whatnot. Ace Combat. Holy moly. No, not that one. Ace Combat 2, 1997. Goodness gracious, I've got some amazing memories. We're going to check this one out. You know what? I'm going to open it. There you go. So what have we got? Let's see. Action, I don't recognize that. Destruction X. I do remember Destruction Derby. That was really fun back in the day. I was like freaking 15, 14, I think, when I was playing that. What else have we got? Let's see. Alfred Chicken? What on earth? Seriously, mate. Alien Trilogy. That's another one that I remember really fondly. So we're going to check that one out. Let's see. Man, who makes these lists with all the hyperlinks? This must have taken forever. Okay, we're on the B, Battle Arena Toshinden, I remember. Battle Arena Toshinden. Yeah, that's another one we're going to check out. Man, tonight is going to be nostalgic, my friend. You'll get used to this because it's going to keep happening. Blood Omen. Yes, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Massive. If you remember any of these, let me know in the comments because we're going to have a blast. You're going to have to choose. I'm going to make a few polls and you'll choose what I'm going to play. And then we're going to play it all together. It's going to be great. Lots of commentary. It's going to be fantastic. Breath of Fire. I remember that one, but I didn't play it much. Breed makes me remember of Alien. Was it Alien Breed? Tower Assault. It was like an Amiga game I used to play a lot. Bushido Blade 1 and 2. Absolutely, absolutely. I have all of these physical, by the way, because I'm a maniac. Of course I do. But I'll figure out a way. I mean, some of these I actually bought again on good old games, so we can use that. Carmageddon is another one I remember a friend of mine had. Castlevania. Always one of the best. Symphony of the Night, I think, is the best, to be 100% honest with you. So, Chrono Trigger. That is one physical game I don't have because honestly, I don't want to spend like half my mortgage for a game. So there is that. But Civilization and Civilization 2. Now, I never played Civilization on PlayStation 1. I don't think it existed. In fact, I think it was Civilization 2 that they released for PlayStation 1. So why is it here? Did they make a porting or something? I played it on my Amiga 500. That's what I played. And I still have it boxed and I might play it with you one of these nights if you want to do like a long play with the Romans, something we could totally look forward to. Command and Conquer. I'll be honest with you, the first one and Red Alert are the best. Tiberium Wars for 360 was also a really, really good game. Very much appreciated the thing that you could play with the aliens, which was, I mean, cool. So both these games, absolutely. Of course, you've got Crash Bandicoot. It's another one we've got to play for sure. We're gonna have some great nights. And of course, I mean, we can't not talk about Final Fantasy. Now, my first Final Fantasy ever was Final Fantasy VII. Be honest with you, I never played. I played a little bit of 6 recently for the first time. So I started with 3D, with, of course, the pre-rendered graphics in the background, but 3D models. Started with that. 8, one of my favorite ever. 9, I skipped entirely. Let me know in the comments if you think I should replay it, if it's worth it. But Tactics is my favorite. Definitely the deepest one when it comes to gameplay. And I love the fact that it was the first one that had jobs as a mechanic that you could swap classes, what would be classes in other games. But this was done really, really well. And then Final Fantasy X was my favorite story-wise, to the point that when 10-2 came out, I was so excited, even though did it live to the expectation? Well, I mean, I had a good time playing it. It was fun. It's just that 10 was 10, and I replayed the whole thing with the HD version for PlayStation 4, and it was still a blast to play. All right, so we got quite a few here. So Ace Combat 2 was look, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at it. I actually made it worse. Look at those graphics. Oh, you know what? That's the real deal. It's not the graphics. Could you imagine PlayStation 1 photorealistic graphics? But honestly, I don't even want photorealistic graphics when it comes to these. Like, if they made a remake, completely remake, I don't know if I'd play it. I like playing these games because of the memories that they spawn, if you will. Alien Trilogy was another one. I wish they were more like, yeah, I'm going to have to watch some gameplay. Battle Arena Toshinden, there we go. Look at those graphics. Look at those models. And yet, back in the day, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, graphics are never going to get better than this. So yeah, that was a thing. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain was one of those 2D games that literally didn't matter that it was 2D, if you know where I'm going with this. It just was so good. The idea that you could play as a vampire, so basically as the bad guy. Is this the first game that lets you do it? Because of course this has become like kind of obvious now when we play any what would you say, Elder Scrolls. You can play as a good guy, you can play as a bad guy, you can do whatever you want. Even Morrowind already allowed you to do that. But back in the day, Legacy of Kain was really one of the first where you'd be a vampire, creature of the night. And once again, the graphics were sufficient. Bushido Blade, I still have a few videos. I've got to post them, gonna relocate them to this channel, I suppose. Bushido Blade was great. It's what really introduced me to Japanese combat, sword-based martial arts, the idea of there isn't an energy gauge, and in fact, one strike, you can end the fight because it's kind of realistic like that. And all the stances that you can have, Chudangamai, Jodangamai, Gedangamai, all the stances that then I started learning when I practiced Kendo and Kenjutsu, which is honestly only because I was playing this game. It's the only reason why I started doing martial arts when it comes to weapon-based martial arts. Chrono Trigger is a classic. Spectacular, and it kind of it's very similar to Secret of Mana, isn't it, in terms of graphics? Which one do you prefer, Chrono Trigger or Secret of Mana? But now we need to unfold this secret here, this mystery, because I do remember Civilization 2, which I believe it was still 2D even though it was on a PlayStation. But it's interesting because when you compare it to Civilization 1, the main difference will be immediately the fact that this is isometric, whereas Civilization 1 was top. Sort of like it looked more like a board game, if you will, whereas this one was using this isometric, which it might not seem much today, but it really, really was a new level of graphics. And I didn't own this, but a friend of mine lent it to me, and so I played it a little bit, although the majority of hours I have spent on my Amiga 500 with Civilization 1, which is this one. Now, did they release it for PlayStation? Yeah, look, see, this is Civilization 1. It's exactly what I'm talking about. So releases: Sega Saturn, Sony PlayStation, Super NES. I had no idea. I literally played it on this machine, Amiga 500, which I still have. It's over there, and we'll play with that as well. I'll turn it on one of these nights. We're gonna have we'll have a late 80s, because I mean it's a 1987 machine. We'll have a late 80s and we'll have an early 80s night, because I also have a 5150 IBM computer with a full monochrome phosphorus green screen and monitor, and we're going to have a great time. I'm really looking forward to that. Command & Conquer is what really got me into the RTS genre after Age of Empires. So I was already a lover because of Age of Empires 2, but Command & Conquer was great because it was like, oh, so you can have tanks? You can have tanks? So that was lovely. And Red Alert, it was just an improvement. And then we go into the Final Fantasy route, if you will. I'm really, really looking forward to start posting. Oh my gosh, I love the graphics. I freaking love it. I'm really looking forward to start posting again. Here's the job system on this channel. I'm really, really excited. Be excited, because you'll see a lot. This is more of like a little bit of an announcement situation, but be excited because I will be posting soon on this channel again. Absolutely. Click the notification bell, and I'll see you very soon.